When Port Botany opened 40 years ago, no one could have predicted how quickly it would establish itself as Australia's premier port, the heartbeat of the New South Wales economy, and of vital importance to the economic and social well-being of our nation. In the 1950s, the invention of the modern shipping container revolutionised the shipping industry, and the New South Wales government recognised the need to create large, modern port facilities to benefit from this new, more efficient and safer means of handling cargo. Botany Bay was identified as the best choice. Over 2 decades, careful planning and construction led to the creation of a new container and bulk liquids port called Port Botany. The move was a significant breakthrough that created a new shipping hub for New South Wales and guaranteed Sydney's ability to handle shipping traffic into the 21st century and beyond. In April 1979, the bulk liquids berth opened, followed by the formal commissioning of Brotherson Dock in December of the same year, with Premier Neville Wran declaring Port Botany to be one of the biggest and most complex engineering projects ever undertaken in New South Wales. The first container terminal also opened for business that day, and its first ship, the Hyogo Maru, exchanged a modest 150 20-foot equivalent units, or TEUs, which is the standard measurement of a shipping container. The second container terminal commenced operations 3 years later. In the early days of Port Botany's operations, most vessels featured a container capacity of just over 1,500 TEUs, a mere fraction of the capacity of the ships we see today. Within 3 years of the opening of both these container terminals, Port Botany was handling nearly 60% of New South Wales' total container trade. Today, the port handles 99.6% of New South Wales containers and has surpassed 2.6 million TEUs annually. By the year 2000, Port Botany reached the milestone of 1 million TEUs per annum. The spectacular L-gas cavern was completed that same year. Located 130 metres below the surface, it can hold 65,000 tonnes of liquid petroleum gas. Then in 2001, planning for the single biggest expansion of Port Botany began. The $1 billion Port Botany expansion project marked a new age for the port with the opening of the third container terminal on Hayes Dock in 2013. In what proved to be a milestone year, port capacity growth continued with the opening of the second bulk liquids berth and 2 new bitumen supply facilities, making Port Botany the primary hub for New South Wales chemical, LPG and bitumen needs, and a significant facility for refined petroleum products. NSW Ports also took over the management of Port Botany from the New South Wales Government in 2013, ushering in a new era that continues today. Port Botany operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and supports the livelihoods of more than 25,000 Australians. Its key strengths include being the only port in Australia with on-dock rail at all 3 container terminals, short, deep and stable shipping channels, which minimise vessel transit time, the capability to handle very large ships, and port capacity capable of handling 3 times the current trade volume. To fully grasp the importance of container trade to New South Wales, over 42% of all goods in a Sydney household are imported in containers via Port Botany, including food and beverages, furniture, white goods and electricals, clothes and shoes, flooring, toys and more. NSW Ports and its tenants have continued to invest in supply chain efficiency and sustainability, and with continued focus on optimising port and terminal capacity, will ensure that Port Botany is well equipped for the future and will continue to be Australia's premier port for the next 40 years and beyond.